Thank you very much for having me on your channel. My name is Thoko Liwimbi. We are in Phekani building, Blantyre. You are at a place called Kwa Haraba Art Gallery and Cafe. We showcase Malawian art, visual and performance art, dance, theater, and we also run a cafe food place. This is our 6th year in this building. We started very slowly and we continued to invest, and I think towards our 3rd, 4th year, business was very good. And then it slowed down, I think 3 factors, and then now we seem to be picking up again. When COVID started, it kind of killed one sector of our customer base. So we've been heavily reliant on our Malawian customer base, which has been very good, but we lost the expatriate and the tourist sector. So that is now starting to recover. We need more platforms for performance, for expression, for beauty. We also need to be in awareness that not everybody is going to get an academic degree, and that you can have a career in arts, in performance, be it painting, in drama, in theater. So creating a space where you can express, you can get proper, valid critique, and you can also promote your product has been at the heart of what we're trying to do. Fumbindiwemini, where local Malawians who are able to support local artists. So it's a simple question of every household having a Malawian painting by any artist of their choice. They don't have to buy through this gallery, but to support sculpturing, to support paintings, local households could support performance artists, not only the known artists, but the up and coming. I think valid critique, I've seen the way we critique sometimes can be damaging to young and upcoming artists instead of positive critique. Anyway, I also get the point where people have to toughen up, but we have to balance how we critique our artists. Second part, I think it's institutional support. We don't have proper platforms where young and upcoming artists can get resources, can get educated, can get knowledge, can even get reference. We don't have a museum, we have one, but a proper catalogued museum, be it music, be it theater. If you wanted to see, like for example, Duchi Caesar old place, where would you go and resource and see that? Old library, books, paintings, where is the reference? And then at the moment I always think when I pass through French Culture Center, that's a wasted resource, because that place by now should have evolved into theater space, into studio space, into performance space, into a national art gallery and museum and catalogue. And that's where you're training your youth in everything from videography to sound to camera to theater to dance to visual art. That's more to do with institutional support, which can only come from, we are now under the Ministry of Tourism. And on the same part, every time I go to the Rios, for example, if you go in, there's a great David Matoto painting. He's a Malawian artist, but how many hotels can you mention that have even your portraits, local and foreign owned? Why is that? Because by the Rios, and it's an amazing painting. I always tell people, go to the Rios, go see the great David Matoto. They have Innocent Wiringa paintings. But we are building so many hotels. You go in, they don't have a single art piece, be it sculpture, be it a painting, photography. So how else are you going to support up and coming artists if your hotels, if your government buildings, if your banks do not have a single art piece? If this is not incorporated in all the parts of government plans for tourism, but you don't see any space for national gallery at the lake. How are you going to promote? And what we forget is when we get tourists coming here, yeah, they will enjoy the lake, they will enjoy the mountain, but they want to buy art. That's how they remember Malawi. That's how they remember Malawi. I bought this painting, I bought this sculpture, I bought this wood carving or stone carving from Malawi. Yet the plans we're drawing up now, we have not included such visible expressions. And like I said, some kids will do very well in academia. They'll be doctors and lawyers and all that, but some kids will not. So art is an avenue, be it they're painting, be it they're doing photography, they're producing music, they're producing sound. They can be employed. That's what has happened in South Africa. That's what has happened in Nigeria, where the youth have been part and parcel of Nigeria being, it's now in billions, movie producing industry. So if we are not investing in parallel infrastructure where the youths are being trained in these fields, are we only going to rely on education and manufacture to take all our population boom?
My name is Yangairo. I'm a tour operator. I can say that I started my business from here. When I was just starting, I didn't have an office, so I used to operate from the table that you're seeing behind there, the first table. I used to come there every day. That's the table where I was meeting my clients and everything. So this place has been so influential to me. This is the home of art in Blantyre because the different artists meet here. They are musicians, they are poets, they are painters. All these people, they exhibit their art here. So this place has been a home for a lot of people. A lot of people have started from here, now they have gone to other places. People bring their art here, it's displayed. When it's sold, they're given their money and everything, so on and so forth. So it's been really influential to the art industry.
I would like to expand. Lilongwe excites me. Salima would be exciting, or Nkarabe or Nzuzu, one of those places. I would like to go as far as Cape Town, because I think Cape Town gets the incorporation of both as a tourist destination in terms of having water, having mountains, having infrastructure, and then incorporating performance and art in one place. It's good to be in the art industry, which is challenging. It's an honor. We can always do more, but we're surviving, and we're thankful for, as I keep saying, we survived the COVID period because of the Malawian people, Malawian support. And I was going to so many places apart from our place where you'd go and you saw Malawians buying food and supporting and also buying art. So for that, I'm really grateful. We can do more, but the heart and the spirit is there. So I'm really grateful.